Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maitrisha. I hope you all are doing great. I hope you all are safe and healthy. Now, today's video is literally giving me some goosebumps because it is all about love, marriage, convincing your parents, finding the right partner. Now, I know it also makes me feel like a love guru, which I'm definitely not, but I'm posting this video specifically because there were so many questions about our marriage, about our story, which of course at this moment we are not very comfortable in sharing because it has been a long journey. It has been a journey of losing some relations, of losing some friends. It has been a journey where many things have happened, and at this stage we feel like maybe this is still not the right time to share, but we will definitely share with you guys because there is nothing like, oh okay, you're hiding something very extraordinary or something like that. But yes, there has been a few roadblocks, and there have been moments where things have been really bad, so we don't still feel like sharing. But based on our experience, I'm going to share everything about love, marriage, parents, convincing them, and how to find the right partner, or maybe how to just go for that relationship which feels right for you. So before I start sharing everything, please make sure that you show me some love by subscribing to my channel and by hitting the bell icon. That love will mean a lot to me. And if you like this video, do please make sure to like and comment, and also please share this video with someone who is struggling with their relationship, who is struggling with their love, who is struggling with convincing their parents. So do please do that. Show me some love, and please. Love is such a beautiful thing. Today's video is literally making me smile so much. I don't know how am I going to, record this entire thing, but I have made sure that I jot down some important points that we have learned from our story, that we have learned through a journey of 7+ years. So, yeah, the very first thing is about choosing the right partner. Whom to choose doesn't matter if you're getting married to someone you already know, someone you love, or is a stranger. Of course, there are few things which are going to be way beyond our control. We don't exactly know how the person will be in real life, because as they say that when you are dating someone, that person is literally very different than the person you will find in him or her after you get married. But at least before making that right decision, I want you to think of few things, and which are like, you need to know that what kind of nature that person has. Now, to be very precise, I don't want you to go blindly for love. Don't just be like mad in love. Be practical. Try to analyze more deeper things, like you both should respect each other. You both should be motivating each other. You both should be literally asking about each other's life goals. You both should be planning your future goals. I know there are cases when in love marriage, even if you planned future goals, your marriage might or might not happen. That is going to happen, but at least when you're with that person, when you're dating them, or when your marriage has just got fixed, or you're about to look for someone, then I want you to consider about your future plans. I just don't want you to be another job person, another housewife, another job woman. I don't want you to be that. Discuss some goals which you together can accomplish. That can be financial goals, that can be travel goals, that can be going on a date on specific dates, that can be all those goals. I want you to plan that. Just don't be lovey-dovey couples, because honestly, after marriage, love is not the only thing that will last for a lifetime. There will be more real discussions about life, about family, about finances, about growing, about health, about mental positivity, about relatives, and about so many different things. In fact, there will be time when like straight away for 7 to 8 days, you both might not be even saying I love you to each other, because there will be so many practical things to discuss about. So I just don't want you to be lovey-dovey couple when you're dating each other or when you have just got engaged or anything like that. Instead, discuss some good things. Try to find out how the other person is, and even if you're dating someone, I want you to make sure that you choose someone who is not violent with you, who does not harass you, who does not, slap you. Of course, we don't want violence. We don't want to have a partner who might hit us in future. Still, person can change, things can change, but at least before finalizing that person, you can try analyzing how good you both are towards each other. You both should not be cursing, you both should not be harassing each other. Those things are a big no. You don't want to go. Of course, again, there's a case that might happen, that when that particular event happens while you're dating, the person might not be in a good state of mind. But again, here's a pointer, here's a warning. If that particular event is happening again and again, then I don't want you to consider that that person is not in the right state of mind. Rather, I want you to be practically thinking that whether should I move ahead with him or her, or whether I should just stop. Because when things keep on repeating, there's a warning alarm for you that you need to rethink, you need to analyze. My very first key point, again I'm saying, is that choose the right person and be the right person for the other person. Don't just find good things or bad things in them. Find good things and bad things in yourself as well, because that other person is also going to choose you, and you don't want to be a bad example for them. Things still might go wrong, but you can still rethink, analyze, evaluate, and don't just jump blindly in love. No, that is not good. Now let's talk about society. Let's talk about convincing parents, convincing friends, convincing relatives. Very first thing, I know this convincing parents question, after we posted our story a little bit, it has been asked by so many of you that can you please share it, because we are going through the same stage. We might be in the same stage, or someone you know is going through the same stage. Now, convincing parents is of course the toughest task. If at all you are into an intercaste marriage, or also in the same caste, there might be a problem because you might be having a status problem or anything like that. You know how the culture or how the society, how the world is. So there might be differences. But first and foremost thing, very first thing which I want you to consider is that just think about your parents. Don't worry about society. Keep your friends aside. I have had messages where people say that, you know what, I like someone, we are about to get married, but I'm scared of my friends. They might think that I have lied to them. See, to be very, very honest, if you have 20 friends right now, after 5 years, you will just have 5, or maybe even less than that. You will not have those 20 friends with you for the entire lifetime. In very rare cases, some people are blessed to have the same friends for their entire lifetime. You don't have to worry about your friends all the time. You don't have to worry about the society all the time, because everyone at one point of time will be so busy in their lives. They will have their children, their grandchildren, their business, their wife, their husband, and everyone. They will be so busy in their life, they will not even care to ask you anything. So why do you want to worry about the society and friends? Just worry about your parents. Now, talking about how to convince them, that few things, if at all issue is not that big, then you just have to give them their time to understand. You have to make sure that you tell good things about the other person. You have to make sure that you try convincing them in a positive way. You have to make sure that in that phase you don't curse your parents, you don't curse your siblings, you don't think negative about them. See, there are things which our parents know better than us. That's why they say that experiences of elders is the best. I'm not saying that you should not fight for your love. You should definitely fight, but you should try to be positive with everyone. It's okay to feel negative little bit. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel that your family is not supporting. There might be some reason behind it. There might or there might not be a reason again. But during this entire phase, if the partner you have chosen is right according to you, then stay calm with your family. Try to give the positives, give them their time to understand. One thing which has worked in our case, which I just want to share with you, is that my partner had written a letter to my parents when my parents were not ready, and that thing has worked wonderfully. I cannot even say that how great that letter has impacted, but it did do a very good thing for our relationship. So if you want to try this old school thing, you can definitely try it out. I know it is very filmy, but because you have asked us many times, so I thought that let me just share that was one of the key factor of how we convinced, or my partner convinced. So one thing is for sure, that if your parents are not convinced, then you need to give them their time to understand. You cannot just be negative about them, or you cannot just think about the other way out. Be calm and keep on fighting for your love, but don't be disrespectful. And if at all they don't get convinced, that might also happen. That has happened in so many love stories that we have heard since ages, right? If at all they don't get convinced, then you have to leave few things on destiny. You have to make yourself understand that maybe you both are not right for each other. Maybe destiny has something else stored in the store for you. There are few things which are in hands of destiny. So this convincing your parents part, or keeping aside the society and friends, is very crucial, because you don't want to go against your parents. Every girl or every boy always thinks that I will forever be grateful for the life that my parents have given. I will always try to be a good child to them. I don't want to leave their hand, right? So during that phase, I don't want you to curse them, don't want you to be negative. Try to play the entire thing positively, emotionally be strong, and try to be calm. That is the key to convincing your parents. And if at all nothing works out, try writing a letter to your partner's parents. You never know if that works out. Now again, talking about love and partner, so two things: transparency and trust. They are the main two T's of relationship. You have to make sure that you both are transparent to each other. Give that space where you can openly talk about things, negative or positive, about each other's family. Don't feel bad about it. Talk it out. Have trust that okay, it's okay to have certain kind of conversation. Have trust on each other's loyalty. Don't doubt a lot. Don't always point fingers at each other. Rather, have open adult kind of conversations, have mature conversations. That way your relation will flourish a lot. This will really help you if you believe in being transparent and being trustful to your partner. These two factors are very important. One another point which I strongly believe is giving each other their space, giving each other some time off from each other. You don't always have to stick around each other. You have to have some time of your own for yourself. It is not always about caring for the other person 24/7. It is about taking a small break out of the entire week for yourself. Spend good 30 minutes or an hour for you with yourself. That space gives you a lot of potential to think about what kind of person you are, what you want to become, what you want to achieve, what are the goals that you have planned for yourself. And after that hour, reuniting with your partner, or after a break of couple of hours, reuniting with your partner will be so romantic, will be so cheerful, will be so loving. You both will be able to think and discuss about so many new things which you might have thought of when you were alone in different space. So give some space to each other. Don't always intrude each other's space. Learn to be with yourself also for some time, because after a few years, that alone space is going to teach you something. So better spend time for yourself, with yourself, alone as well. Link it, you will get some idea, and we will definitely share with you guys whenever that right time kicks in, because you know, right, that few things are very personal. Someone needs some time to share it with you. So we will share, but do give us some time. But till then, I hope that whatever points I shared, based on our experience, based on what we have been dealing with each other in our relationship, in our marriage of 2+ years now, whatever has helped us, I have openly shared it with you. So I hope that this helps you in developing your relationship. I hope this helps you in flourishing and loving each other, in being more practical, in being, real with each other. I really hope that these points help you. And if you are struggling with convincing your parents, then I hope that whatever I have suggested helps you. I hope that whoever the right person is for you meets you in the path and you both together build a beautiful life. A right person is right down the corner, somewhere waiting for you in some corner of the world. Just be patient with yourself, just be loving to your parents, and just respect the time that is going on in your life. Wishing you all a lot of strength, wishing you all a lot of love. May your love flourish. And if you like this video, then please make sure that you show me some love. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and share your thoughts on how has your love story been, how has your marriage life been. I don't want to know the secrets of your life, but just little bit maybe, that so that I get to know you guys. How is your journey been? Do please comment below. I want to know you guys. Once again, thank you so much. Stay positive, love each other immensely, and hope for the best. May destiny work out in your favor. Thank you so much. Take care.